This is how to break your bad habits explained with Minecraft. So basically all of us have bad habits that we want to break, but most of us will be unsuccessful with actually breaking them. But I have a Minecraft analogy that will basically change your entire perspective on how to break bad habits and will help you a ton, I'm sure. Let's think about Minecraft for a second. In Minecraft, you're constantly facing monsters. Skeletons, zombies, creepers. And when you face a monster, you have to kill it. You have to go destroy it. You can't just let it exist or else it'll kill you first. Now this is basically the same thing with bad habit urges. Whenever you get an urge to do a bad habit, whether it's something like eating sugar or going on your phone, it's like you're just seeing a monster out in the wild. Like if I saw a monster somewhere roaming around right here. And so you can basically either be killed by it and do the bad habit, or you can kill the monster and defeat the bad habit. Now, whenever you're playing Minecraft, there are basically two things you need to think about when it comes to combat. First is your defense. That's your armor that you have on. As you can see, I have literally no armor on right now at all. So I'd be basically screwed in that regard if any monster were to come by. But it's also the same thing with your bad habits. So we need to build some kind of defense to protect ourselves from this bad habit so we don't even face it in the first place. You've probably heard of the common method of eliminating triggers. So what this means is basically you get rid of anything that can make you want to do the bad habit. A great example of this is don't have your phone on your desk if you want to do work, because you're just going to see your phone, you're going to see a notification, and you're going to pick up your phone and use it. Just get rid of the trigger, put it in a different room, put it on airplane mode, and that way you won't even be faced with a bad habit in the first place. If you have really strong defense, you can basically just prevent any monster, or in this case bad habit, from destroying you. Like if you had fully enchanted diamond armor, you'd be pretty set even if like a creeper were to blow you up right next to you, because it's just so strong in protecting you. Another way you can do this is by making the bad habit harder to do. Now this is a little bit harder to actually accomplish, but basically the way it can work is something like this. Say you go on social media all the time. Instead, what you can do is just delete the social media app. Delete Instagram, delete Facebook, delete whatever you go on, and it won't prevent you from doing it. You still will have your phone and you'll still have the ability to re-download it, but chances are you're not going to really want to take the time to go through the effort to re-download the entire app the next time you want to use it, and you'll just think, oh, it's a little bit harder now, I might as well just not even do it in the first place. So making bad habits harder is also a good way to just prevent it from happening in the first place. But sometimes this isn't enough. Say you're like me right now and you have literally no armor on, and you just face a monster. Your only option is really, I guess, to run away or to kill the monster. So yeah, let's talk about that. First, what you can do is just run away. Try to distract yourself from the bad habit urge when you face it. Try to just immediately shift your attention towards something else. Another way you can do this is just by kind of just sitting with the bad habit urge for a moment. One thing I've noticed through all my self-improvement journey is that a lot of times we kind of let these bad habit urges kind of consume us when they actually weren't really that bad in the first place, and they would just go away if you were to wait a little bit. Think about it like this. If you get the urge to drink some soda, you can just be immediately consumed by that urge and just go ahead and do it as soon as you feel the urge to do so. Or you can just kind of let it go and just kind of like sit with it for a little bit. And chances are you're actually going to realize in a few minutes that you don't really care about the soda as much as you thought, and you're just going to forget about the urge in the first place. But say all of this fails, and you're face to face with the monster and you have to kill it. This is when willpower comes in. Most people don't really think that much about willpower. They think they have naturally bad willpower or something like that. But actually willpower is kind of just like a skill that you can grow and develop over time. Most people have really bad willpower right now, but if they just practice it and use it a little bit more, they'll get really good at it. And eventually they'll get to the point where they can just think, hey, I don't really want to do this in the first place. I can prevent myself from doing this. I have free will just because I have so much willpower. Same thing with Minecraft. Like if I were to kill the monster that was attacking me, I would get a little bit stronger. I'd get a little bit better at Minecraft combats. I'd become a little bit better at using my tools to kill these monsters. And the next time a monster comes, I'll probably be able to kill it even more easily. Just because I have this reserve willpower being built up. Now, all these are really good methods, but there's also an even more powerful method that I think will work really well in helping you defeat your bad habits if everything else fails. And that's basically the hardcore strategy, as I like to call it. So imagine if I was in Minecraft hardcore right now. Say that every time I died, I would literally lose everything. I would lose the entire world, and just everything would be for nothing. Naturally, I'd be very careful about dying. I'd make sure that I would never be put in a position where I might die. And you can kind of do this in real life too. You may be a little bit confused what I mean by that, but think about it like this. Say you made yourself do a really annoying or really painful punishment every time you do the bad habit. This has worked really well for me in helping to defeat my bad habits because it just makes you think, hey, I'm not sure if I really want to do this bad habit if it means I'm going to have to do this really painful like punishment afterwards. You may be thinking, what should the punishment be? Well, it can really be anything, but one really good strategy is just kind of making yourself do some kind of physical exercise. Like say, every time I do this bad habit, I have to do 50 push-ups. That's going to be really annoying. It's going to really make you think twice about doing that bad habit in the first place. Just like it would make you think twice about wandering into a cave in the middle of the night if I'm playing on Minecraft hardcore mode. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. These are 4 really powerful methods anybody can use to break their bad habits. And if you're interested in learning more about this, I actually talk all about this in more detail in my course, which you can find with the link in the description. The course is all about how to gamify your life and how to make everything in your life feel like it's a video game. I talk about these methods and a lot more in that course, so definitely make sure to check it out if you haven't yet. It's in the link in the description. But anyways, as the sun sets down behind me, this has been Jimmy, signing off.